Hey guys, Boniface Ogunti here, guys. So I have Brendan. Brendan, how do you pronounce your last name?
Ogeto.
Brendan, I have Brendan Ogeto with me. Brendan jumped into my program for we started working together last year. I remember you jumped into my advertising program, my client acquisition program, and you was trying to help business owners get more leads for their business. But now I seen you started posting some results in the course with your e-commerce. So I really want to know a little bit. Well, how did you just switch? Like you're killing it with e-commerce now through my other program, which is the e-com accelerator. But before we start out, I want you to tell us your story and I want you to show your results first so people can know like this stuff can actually work for themselves. So go ahead, share your screen and let them see what you do right now.
All right, perfect. Let me see. So I just press the
So this month you made 22,000 this month.
correct.
So how does it feel? How did you feel making $22,000 in 1 month?
Man, it's just like I can't even describe it, man. I don't really got words for it. I'm just grateful, man. I'm just thankful, and the energy is just right. You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe, and it's all mindset. And once you get around the right people, everything starts to come together. You just gotta stay focused. And I'm just grateful, man. And I'm ready to do more. Now my standards have just increased, man. It's just like I need 100 a day. So like I'm just grateful, man.
Nice. So what I want you to do is you can unshare your screen now, Brendan. Unshare your screen real quick. So yeah, Brendan, just tell us your story. Like, how did you transition? Because like I said, you was helping clients. Do you guys still do that? Or tell us a little bit about,
Yes.
tell us. So go ahead, tell us your story.
So, for this past year, I've had a digital marketing agency where, I'm helping different brick and mortar companies, car dealerships, health and wellness companies, and I've gotten the hang of that, and it really helped me to know how to get leads for people. But I had not tapped into Shopify as much as I wanted to because I was so focused on my clients.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, I was like, man, I keep seeing this Shopify stuff, man. I know I could kill it. I know I could really tap into it. I wasn't sure, but like as time went on, I've had more time and I've delegated more stuff. So now, I have more free time. So I was like, let me see how I can do with the Shopify thing. I had the funds and I tapped into it. I really looked into what was going on as far as how to run the ads, how to set up the campaigns and set up the store. And like it really just started to take off. I got my first sale. The first day I started it, I did the precise targeting, the methods that you was talking about. The first day,
Mm-hmm.
I got my first 2 sales.
Nice.
First day with it. Then I went on again, and sales weren't coming in. And then I just started testing more and more and more. And all of a sudden, after a good 1 week, 2 weeks, I started to gain consistency. And continuously after that, it was just a rinse and repeat. And sales just kept coming in. And that Shopify, ching, ching.
How long did it take
Say
you
it
though?
again.
How long did it take you though to get to that point? Like you're like, okay, I got this now. Like how long was it? Like how many days or how many weeks? Like did it take you? Because I remember, Brendan. I remember when you first jumped into when I started working with you first. When you was helping business owners, you also wanted to tap into e-commerce. But when you started doing e-commerce, you wasn't doing that well when you first started. Then you gave up. So I want to know, like, why did you just out of nowhere, since you've seen other people posting their results in the course, other than that, why did you just out of nowhere just like, okay, I'm gonna do this e-commerce stuff and I'm gonna make it work now, actually focus. So I really want to know that too, because that was a major aspect for you. Because I remember I already showed you e-commerce a year ago, but you just didn't want to tap into it for yourself. So I want to know, like, why did you just switch?
Because, man, I was like, part of me was like, this stuff's going to be saturated. But then it got to the point where I'm like, man, I just started thinking, I'm like, there's 2 billion people on Facebook. And I really came to my senses. I'm like, there's no such thing as saturation. I started looking, I'm like, okay, this ad has 11,000 shares. Okay, there's another billion people. So then I really started to feel like, okay. And then I saw in a group people are getting results. I'm like, man, let me just tap into this real quick. And I just started following the process. I just followed my intuition. And I kept, asking questions, and really rewatching certain content. Like that was really what helped me, was the teachability. Like there was points where I had to watch like one video like 10 times just to make sure I was like on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I really got my best results, was when I started doing that. I just was taking my time. Wasn't rushing it. I was just following it step by step and following the process, and I just trusted it. It worked out, bro.
Nice. So what's your goal now? What do you see yourself at with this?
Man, I see myself doing 100K a day, no minimum.
100,000 days. So you said you have fun. So like I always tell people is that like how much did you set aside to run on ads before like you got started and stuff like that? Like, or was you just how much did you test your first day running your ads to make your first sale? Like how much did you test?
I started at like 5. I think I did 2 ad sets. I think I spent like $10.
So you spent $10 on two assets?
Yeah. And then I had like another ad set I did. I think I was spending like $40, $30 to $40 a day.
Okay.
Just text.
Nice.
And it was like a whole week where I wasn't even making money at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But I just kept testing and scaling the ads, and the rest was history.
Nice. What would you tell any beginners? Because there's going to be a lot of beginners who are trying to jump into this e-commerce stuff. Like, what would you tell these beginners that's trying to jump into this stuff?
I would tell them that wherever you go, look around and notice that people are on their phones. And if you notice what they're doing, they're scrolling. They're scrolling. Wouldn't you agree when you go around and you see people, all they do is they're scrolling. They're on their phones and they're scrolling. So what I can tell y'all is that if you can get somebody's attention, you can make a sale. Mm-hmm. And that's what's really going to change your life is you make sales. Because everything is about sales. Mm-hmm. You're always selling something. The job that you go to, that job has to sell something. So why not just go and sell something for yourself? So that's the biggest thing that's changing me is knowing that if I could grab somebody's attention, I can make a sale. And if I make a sale, I can get what I want and change my life. Because when I make sales, I make more revenue. I make more profit. So at the end of the day, if y'all can get someone's attention, people are scrolling on their newsfeed all day. Get them to stop. Find a way. And, you got a great system set up on how to, put the right stuff out there to grab people's attention. Once you grab their attention, you can get sales, get those purchases, get people to come to your website, and you can really take off.
Nice. What was like the biggest challenges you faced when you was going through the course?
Biggest challenge was I would say being patient, and just like there's days I wanted to just start spending $50 a day on an ad set. I'm like, I have to do $5 a day. And I have to rewatch the content again and again. Even when I didn't want to watch it, I had to go back and watch it again. Because it's there. If I have a gap, the info is there. I just have to go and look at it and apply it and just, dig into it. And I'm going to be able to use it. So that's what it comes down to.
Nice. So let me see if I have some more questions for you. So what would you tell anybody who's thinking about joining my programs?
Just fucking do
it. Focus. So was focus key to you?
My willingness to accept change and my willingness to learn. Them Kevin Trudeau tapes, I'm not going to lie, they really helped me out. I kept asking myself, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? That was huge. I kept asking myself that because sometimes you try to make a decision and you just got to ask yourself, what do I want? Because it's like that can really mess somebody up sometimes when they're trying to apply this information. Is they get a little antsy or they get a little anxious. They don't know what to do, and they don't make the right move, the right play call. You got to ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And then I was willing to learn, and I kept watching it, kept looking at it. I kept trying to get more information, trying to get more sharp, and then I accepted the change and I applied it. I acted on it immediately, and that's what it came down to. high
Nice.
willingness to change, high willingness to learn, and just asking myself, what do I want?
Nice, nice. So there's a lot of students in my program, right, Brendan? What separates you
Yep.
from these guys that you are like? Because I see you in my program, you're crushing it. You was crushing it with the with your agencies, and now you're even crushing it with e-commerce. So like, I want to know like what's different between you and everybody else? Like, what's different?
Man, I wouldn't say I'm different. I just say like I got this burning feeling in me, like I got no choice. Like if you put yourself in a situation where you feel like it's that feeling that with me, all it just comes down to that may be different from other people is I have that feeling and I know that it has to happen. I got to make it work because I got no other option. It's do or die with me. That's just I think that's what separates from other people because it's do or die. There's no safety net. There's none of that. It's like I got to make this happen, and I just put my mind on it and I really put it on and this is happening. And when you put your back against the wall and you know it has to happen and there's no other choice, then you're gonna make it work. Because the minute you start to have a plan B or a backup plan is the minute that your plan A is dead. So I think that's what really separated me from other people is that I just put myself in a do or die situation and that feeling just aligned up with like this has to happen. That there's no other choice. Like it has to work. Like that's all that can happen. I guess that's what would be able to separate me is that there's just no other option.
Nice, nice, nice. Did you, when you got into the course, did you network with anybody else who was killing it, or like what, like, or were you just trying to figure it out yourself through the program and stuff, and through the Q&A calls?
Yeah, man, I was just by myself rewatching the videos again and again and again, and just looking at what's working, and kind of just you know
Did it feel lonely? Did it feel lonely? Did it feel lonely watching those videos by yourself? Do you have friends and stuff that party and stuff like that try to distract you or what?
Yeah, man. Like I had to cut off everybody, man. It's just what needs to be done. That's another tip for y'all. Y'all gotta be ruthless. Y'all gotta be ruthless. Protect your frequencies because that's how you're gonna get the bag. That's how you're gonna secure the bag. So yeah, I got a lot of friends hitting me up, etc. But I think that also played a role. Is that I really been able to isolate myself and just only hang around like-minded people and get the right information and not just protect my frequencies and stay focused.
Nice, nice. So, what other questions do we have for you? Because I know a lot of my viewers are gonna. Hey guys, if you guys are watching this too, what I want you guys to do is that I want you guys to comment down below some questions that you guys are gonna ever have for all my interviews, because I do these interview all my students who are very successful that are coming through my program. I always interview my students, and if you guys have like any questions about my students or anything like that and how they're killing it or how you can get access to the program, just comment down below. And if this is on YouTube, just click the link in my description on YouTube and you will be able to see a free training link. I'm going to give you a free training first. Before we get first, I'm going to give you a free training and just show you like how this stuff works. Then after, I'm going to have you, if you do qualify, I'm going to have you book a call with my team. But we don't work with a lot of people. We pick a very select few people. So you're going to have to book a call with my team and we'll pick one of you individuals who are really serious about trying to change their life. If you're not really serious, we probably would just not give you a call, because at the end of the day, this stuff is life-changing, and Brendan could be a testimony to that. So yeah, Brendan, is there any other thing you would like to tell us before we head out of here today?
No, man, I'm just grateful to be here, man, and to be able to help y'all guys. If you have any questions.
Quick, one more question. Product research. How did you find good products? Tell us.
So I just use what's working and make it better.
And also, quick question: was it how many products were you selling to make that much sales? How many products was it?
One product with the upsell.
Or it was just like, one product with an upsell? What kind of upsell? Did you use a funnel or did you just use the generic Shopify store that I show you how to do?
The in-cart.
You did the in-cart upsell. Okay, great. So
it
with
just
your
it
upsell,
complemented the main product. It was $1, and then I really just
so you did an upsell.
but
So how much was the cost of the product you were selling?
the cost of the product was $1, but then I was charging it at like 9, 11 for 2.
So you got the product. You got the product for $9, and you sold it for how much on your store?
$1.
You got it for $1. How much did you sell it in your store for?
I sold it it was a free plus shipping product, and I had the shipping at like $10.
So you had the shipping at like $10. Oh, so the product so all those products that you made 22 grand off was a free plus shipping product?
No, that was the upsell item. So
the upsell was a free plus shipping. That's a good tactic. I do that a lot. Yeah, I do that a lot. So you just told them, hey, get this. Since you bought this, get this for free. That's good. Good thinking. That's good. So, but I'm trying to ask about your retail product because I want to know how much the product cost that you were selling and how much was you selling it for.
So I'm selling the product was $10, and I'm selling it for $32, and then I got some shipping and tax in there.
Nice.
So about $30.
So you're selling about $30. So you're selling about $30. $30. Okay, nice. So what else question would I have for you, Brendan, before we head out of here? I know I'm dragging this conversation, but yeah, Brendan. So what else would you like to tell us before we head out of here?
It's all about the belief. That's all it is. It comes down to if you believe it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and then everything else starts to.
Because I even told you about this. I told you like Brennan, I can give you everything you need to be successful. I can show you how to do whatever amount of money you want to make a year. I can show you how to make it. If you want to make $1 million a year, I can show you how to do it. But if you don't believe in yourself and you don't do the work, you will never get it. And I showed you all the materials a year ago. Now you're just like, everything's just like, I think it takes like 6 months for everything to really sink into somebody who's like, because like, I think it takes 6 months for a material to sink into somebody. Like, I really think that. Because like, I gave you this material last year. I gave you all of this training last year. You've been through the program for about a year now. And now you're just taking action on it. And your first day you launched your ad, you made your first sale, and you could have did that 6 months ago.
That's how I felt, man. I'm like, yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yeah, so one advice that I would like to give you, though, is like I said, bro, you have to stay teachable and because I spend 20 grand a month right now on learning new materials, right? I know you probably don't have the abundance to do that, but at the end of the day, that's how high my teachability index is, right? I'm always willing to learn and I'm always willing to accept change. If I'm doing something that I'm doing and it's not working for me, I'm always going to make a change to do something that's going to work for me. So the advice that I would give you is that stay teachable and always keep learning, because the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. If you stop learning, you're going to self-sabotage yourself, because you're going to start figuring out ways to figure out that it don't work. I taught a lot of people how to make 6 figures a month, right? The reason why they go down and they stop making a lot of money is because their willingness to learn. They stop being teachable. They think they know it all. Don't think like that. If you think you know it all, you're always going to figure out how you're going to lose it all, because that's how they think. Once now they think they don't know something because they thought they knew it all, they're going to be like, wait, this is not working anymore, because they just think they know it all, right? So you don't think like that. If you think like that, you will always be a loser. You'll always be a loser. So always have your teachability index high. I still, to this day, no matter how much I'm making, no matter if I'm making 300 grand a day, I'll still be teachable, okay? I'll still be teachable. And that's how you have to be. Warren Buffett, he's the most teachable person. This dude, he was measuring the mall. Why would he measure the mall? Because he's trying to see what these people know that he don't. So just keep that teachability index high. Always be willing to learn and accept change, and you'll be very successful in life.